Hi friends, I am Kori. I am a photographer and I am the creator of Stories with Kori. And whether you have been hanging out with us for a long time or today is your first story ever, we are so grateful that you are here. We have a heart to share the stories of people finding grit and strength, working hard to take those next steps forward. We know that life can be hard sometimes, but we believe that it is always better when we take those next steps forward together. And so we invite you to hang out with us today, hear today's story, and we hope that you find encouragement to keep moving forward. Hey guys, I am Kori with Kori and Jared Photography, also the creator of Stories with Kori. And today I am hanging out with Lisa of Blossoms by Lisa. And yeah, I am super excited for her to share her story with you. It has been a joy to do a little bit of life together, work life together, and then kind of some fun family play dates and stuff like that too. But one of the things that I love about Lisa, she has a heart for beautiful, lovely things. She's got a talent with flowers that I can only dream of. But she also is just somebody that I feel like inspires me as a working mama and somebody who just does a lot of life full of intention. And so I'm excited to share her story with you as we are hanging out today. So Lisa, tell us about who you are.
Well, thank you, because I feel like I'm trying to do all those things well. But so I'm a florist. I've been in business almost 15 years now, which is a long time, but it's been so good. And it's really given me like my creative outlet. It's allowed me flexibility in being with my kids and kind of the ebb and flow of what requirements come from being a mom and wanting to be present and invested in that. And it allows me to be a part of people's like celebrations, their weddings and really important milestones in their life. I get to come and bring beautiful flowers and share that with people. And it's just like kind of the outward expression of, you know, my creativity and something. I mean, I just marvel at flowers. And I've been doing it
I
for 15
marvel not
years.
just at flowers. These flowers are incredible. And we'll give a little shout out to Wild Blooms Farm for all of these.
She donated those beautiful things. But no, I mean, I literally, like, I look at these and 15 years later, I still just love them so much. And so I know it's my passion and what I'm meant to do because I don't get sick of them ever. I just think they're so beautiful. And so it's just really fun to mix those worlds. And that's how we kind of, I think why we clicked so well is because we're both working, pursuing this passion and something that we love to do. But also being wives and moms and that balance, it's hard to do. So to find people that are in it too, it builds community and friendship kind of right off the get-go because you're doing the same things.
Absolutely. So. And our kids are kind of similar ages. Our girls have a passion for horses, which is kind of fun. And then kind of a weird connection that I feel like it took us a couple of weddings maybe to figure this out, but my college roommate is a really good friend of yours. Yes. Like from opposite ends of the state.
Down in LA. Yeah.
So shout out, hi Heidi.
And our boys have the same birthday.
And our boys have
Jude and Jax, which is so random too.
Yes.
So
I love all those connections. Friend, tell me a little bit maybe about how your business has evolved because you have been very busy. We've done a lot of weddings together. I always love when we get to shoot your creations. But some of that like maybe came from last summer. You guys made some decisions about what this summer would look like. And tell me a little bit about how you arrived at that.
So it's really, like I said, it's been so good that the work has been able to kind of ebb and flow with like having babies and, you know, all the different stages of life. And it's been very busy. I feel very blessed that it has, you know, taken off and kept me busy as a business owner. But last summer we did something that's like, it was scary and big and felt crazy. And, but last summer, my kids are, you know, in grade school and summers are so precious. Yeah. Summers are also the smack dab middle of wedding season.
It is the high
It is like the busy time. Yeah. And I worked so much last summer that I felt like, and we talk about like saying yes to one thing means you're saying no to something else, right? And that's hard for me to do because I'm bad at saying no to things. But it really became really evident to me last summer that I had said yes to all this work, which was so great. And I love my clients and the weddings that we produced, but I had to say no to my kids a lot.
Yeah.
I missed the pool parties and the barbecues and the, like, summer's the fun, sweet, like, carefree,
and
fun
Saturdays
time.
are hard. I know. I mean, we do a ton of weekends, and I feel like there's definitely a trade-off, right? Like, I mean, I get to be the one to pick my kids up from school. Like, all of those things are important to me. But yeah, there is a lot of trade-offs. So Saturdays are long, hard hours, and I love them. Like, every single minute of every single day. Like, it is a joy to spend that time with your clients. But that means also that you are not spending, that time with your kids.
Right. And so last summer, that just became really evident that you only have so many summers with them before they're gone, and I didn't want to miss it anymore. And so I talked to my husband about it, and we decided this summer that just passed that I was going to take 8 weeks off, which still sounds crazy when I say it out loud, but I did it. And it was very intentional. It felt crazy at times, but my prayer the whole time was that I have kind of a sweet spot in, like, quantity and quality of weddings.
Right.
And I still wanted to be in that sweet spot despite taking 8 weeks off, which, again, just like, good luck,
Right.
But I did.
Yeah.
And I stayed in the sweet spot. Spring was really busy this upcoming fall, and winter is really busy with some really fun things. And so it ended up, I feel like it was such a good balance, and that's a word that we talk about a lot. And I feel like I'm learning that balance is not this thing that you, like, arrive at, that you've, like, achieved. I've found the balance, that it's just this constant, like, reassessment and looking, setting goals, re-examining those goals. Every year is a little bit different with what my kids need or don't need, and just constantly being flexible and in that kind of dynamic state of looking at, just the movement of everything and striving to find that balance, but it changes all the time too.
I feel like it's so fluid. Like, different seasons present different challenges and different priorities, and I feel like it is one of those things that you don't just make, you literally reevaluate all the time. Yeah, all the time.
Which is one of the reasons why I love this business, and my husband doing it with me, partially. But because we can make those choices, and we can build in flexibility when we know we need it.
Right.
So it's been,
But I feel like that's also a little bit like countercultural a little bit. I feel like we live in a culture that is do more, work harder, throw more at the wall, like just keep at it. Yeah. And I feel like, especially as an entrepreneur, and I feel like I've been there, right? Like, I mean, 2016, we shot 38 weddings, right? Mm-hmm. And that's 38 weddings, 38 engagement sessions, 38, I mean, that is a lot, and it left us tired. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like that same thing of, like, we needed to kind of shake out what our priorities are. Yeah. Who is important? What is important? What are we working for? Mm-hmm. And, fortunately or unfortunately, I feel like our life circumstances this year with my accident kind of also kind of brought some stuff out, right? Sure. Like, you focusing on what is important and what is not important.
Yeah. It is very cultural, and that's the, like, saying no. Like, people look at you like you're crazy. Like, you're gonna say no to work, to opportunities, and it's like, I've really just had to learn which opportunities are right for me, which ones are not, so that I can find that balance. And so I can, and we're talking about comparison earlier too, and I feel like that's another thing that I really have to try hard. I think with social media especially, you can see what everyone is doing at every moment in time, all day long, every day. Yes. And it's really easy to start to compare as business owners, as creative types, and I should do what they're doing, or how come I didn't get that opportunity, or how, and just that battle and identifying it and hopefully stopping it, because my dream and my goals and my family and all of those things are not what their reality is, and vice versa. And so really staying focused on what I know works for me and my family, and not feeling less or more than someone else who their picture looks different than mine. But celebrating those things and encouraging one another and spurring each other on and inspiring, and all of those, there's so much opportunity to do that, and to be cheerleaders for one another. And that's
I love it. It's literally why we're doing what we're doing.
It's kind of countercultural too, to support other people in businesses and not feel like it's going to take away from your own. And I've just found, like, in the community with the flower farmers and with photographers and other florists, that when we have that attitude and kind of outlook on it, we build a community, and we build support systems instead of competition, and then can encourage and inspire each other. And so Yeah, and then you get friends out of it. So
I keep saying basically that's the reason we're doing this, is I just really like hanging out with really cool people. So, but I feel like I struggle with saying no. I struggle with, I'm a late night owl. Like I love to work. I love, working around our family schedule. But I feel like you just do such a good job of really working towards that balance and making those decisions that put that protection around the things that are important to you.
Yeah. I mean, and I think I've had to learn the hard way. You learn some lessons and you're like, that didn't work out. And luckily I have a really supportive husband and kids who are gracious and happen to love flowers too. So they don't mind them in our studio, all the time. But that's like the quote that I found years ago, and it's on my website, do less, but with more focus. I don't want.
Hold on, pause. Say that again. I feel like we need to soak in this. Say that one more time.
I should put it on my website. Do less, but with more focus.
Yes.
So to not have my hat in so many different things that I'm just juggling all these balls and not doing anything well.
Yeah.
But just to focus my family life, my kids, the activities that they're all in, my business, and the things I say yes to, the things I say no to, so that they are intentional and purposeful and getting me where I want to go ultimately.
Yes.
That I'm not just saying yes to every opportunity, because some of them are distractions, really. Right. When I'm trying to have that clear vision of where we want to go and what my brand is and what, clients I want to work with and people to serve and all of that kind of stuff. So that's my mantra. That's what I'm trying to do. It's so easy to say yes to too many things, and but that's just that balance, just trying to keep it in front and working towards it. So
I feel like we can lean into our purpose a little bit when we take that time to slow down. Like when you are not taking that time to kind of be intentional with it, it snowballs. Like there's just one more thing to do. There's always more things to do. Especially when you're in business for yourself.
Yeah.
So
I think as a mom and business owner, there's such a difference between busyness and successfulness.
Totally.
Being successful.
We'll go with that. I said totally. I was in agreement before you even finished your word. So yes.
But busyness doesn't mean you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. And it's I'm just a busy person. I love to do lists. I love to check them off. I love the productivity of that. But I just want to be busy doing the right things.
Yes.
There's not much downtime at this stage in life that I'm in, but that's okay. I was designed to work hard, and I like to do it, and thankful that the work that I get to do brings me joy at the same time. But yeah, it's challenging. We're constantly working for that balance.
Well, friend, tell me if there's one thing that you want us to walk away with. If you could encourage us with one simple thing, what is it today?
That's a great question. Like Miss America. I just feel really thankful that I've been able to find, like, another quote that I love is like when your career and your passion collide. And I think in today's day and age, there are so many women and business owners that are looking for that, whether it's creative or otherwise, but to just set those goals and kind of keep your eyes focused in your lane, not to not get inspired or, glean things from other people. There's so much to learn out there, but just keep focused on what your calling is and your goal is, and just work hard to get there, and sometimes go against culture and society, or because you have your own convictions and where you want to be, and keep going towards it.
I like it. So don't give up, but do less with more focus. I like it. Tell us where we can find you, friend.
So my website is blossomsbylisa.com. Instagram is Blossoms by Lisa. I do a lot on Instagram because it's like real life, day-to-day wedding things and flowers and picking up from flower farms and all of that kind of stuff. So Instagram is probably where I'm the most active, if you will.
Awesome.
And then Facebook as well.
Very cool. Are you doing any wreath workshops?
I am.
Okay.
I am. I haven't announced it yet because I feel like people are like, it's still 100 degrees
outside. I know. It is still 100 degrees outside. But last year we had one inside by the cottage.
We
and
do.
It was super
It's
fun.
so great. No, I've been tempted to like announce it like in June, but because I look forward to them so much, they were
And they
so
sold
fun.
out so stinking
They
fast
did.
too. Like you had to be on them in order to get
It was
into
really
them.
fun. So we're gonna do 2 so far is what we have scheduled, 2 in early December.
Okay.
Dates will come out very soon, and they'll be at Oak Farm again.
Very cool.
So we're gonna use that barn, and it was super fun. It was so great to just have a bunch of, it was mainly women, but a bunch of women together, and we had wine and appetizers, and just got to be creative and talk and create something pretty for our doors, and it was really fun. So we're doing that again for sure.
Very cool. So we can tune into your Instagram to kind of check that stuff out.
Yes.
And then talk to us a little bit. You're going to do a fun little giveaway with us. So
yes. So initially, I mean, the obvious thing is like a floral arrangement, but I thought what would maybe be a little more interesting is to kind of give away some of my favorite things as a florist, as a designer. What are like the main tools and things that I need?
Yeah.
And I did a spring workshop, a floral workshop that was really fun, and people, they got their pretty vase to take home. They got clippers, things that just are my like tools of the trade. That if you've got a garden or you buy flowers from the grocery store that you need at home to make something pretty. It's not as simple as cutting the bottoms off and putting it in a jar. So we're gonna do that. So it'll be a bunch of flowers from Wild Blooms.
Very cool.
Gonna give that part, the floral part, and then it'll be a really pretty vase, some really pretty ribbon, and my very favorite clippers.
Yay! Awesome. Well, we will have all of the details for Lisa's Instagram giveaway on Instagram, and so you'll be able to kind of catch all that fun information. So thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us today. I absolutely love Lisa. I love all of her fun flower arrangements. And yeah, we are so thankful for you just sharing your heart and sharing your time with us. So, of course. All right, guys, hopefully you guys have a great day, and yeah, bye. We were so pumped to share today's story with you. We hope that some small part of their story resonated with you. We hope that you were encouraged to keep moving forward. And today's story was made possible by our incredible supporters, and you can find their information as well as the information of our storytellers on our blog as well as on this story's post. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we cannot wait to share our next story with you.